Alright, so today is a very, very octane fueled and packed, really warm my block car day, because today I am going through another first with this car, and that is my first run down a quarter-mile track. Now, I'm not going there immediately at this particular moment. I have a few things to take care of first, so it's a little bit of a quest and a journey to get there. Hold on, cat things going on, get back in. It's only about an hour away to get to the track. It's the Z-Max in Charlotte, so not really a far distance, but first got to get breakfast. Haven't eaten breakfast yet. After that, just a few other things to take care of, and then I can go. So I'm not going to be there at the very, very start of the event. That's fine, because, I mean, I'd like to get there at, like, maybe around, you know, when it's starting to kind of wake up a little bit. That's when most action's happening anyway, so, yeah. It's an adventure. Let's just go on it. I'm not going to the drag strip. No, the reason I'm not going to the drag strip, or at least not that one, I haven't decided what my next step is yet, but I won't be going to the Z-Max because nobody will be going to the Z-Max. They decided to call it off. I just saw the news, like probably 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. They called it off due to a high chance of rain this evening, which, saying the absolute least here, is a bummer. An absolute bummer. So won't be doing that. They rescheduled it to August the 25th to 26th, I think is the new date. So I'm going to try and make that one. I know it's like 2 months, but I should be attending that one, hopefully. I'm going to do the event right that time. But I'll get back at you guys when I have the next plan of action, because this day has just begun, and we're going to do something exciting. Alright, so after coming home and sort of deliberating what I'm going to do for a little while and kind of just relaxing and getting my mind back together after learning about the event being canceled, because that was really, I'm pretty upset about that. I'm not going to even lie. I'm very upset about that, because it was going to be an excellent weekend and stuff. And look, it still hasn't rained. They could have at least... Come on, Z-Max. You know you could have ran the event for at least a couple of hours. And then if it rained, everyone can go home with at least some experiences. But anyway, I've decided what I'm going to go do, because obviously my caps to the little cap tops to my vials for my air gun are fucked up, so I'm gonna go out and get new ones for those and finally try to fix this paint issue. I could not find anywhere just the caps for the air guns, so I ended up just getting a whole paint refill kit that had spare vials and caps in it, just two new ones. So that's the best I could do. Oh well, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, I guess. So we're gonna just go on that theory. From here, though, I have a little family thing to do. I'm not filming any of that. Just, you know, man's gotta have a little bit of a personal life, right? Even if he runs a vlog. Plus, it's not really car related. Of course, I guess there's a lot of shit I do that isn't car related, so I can't really use that as an excuse. But from here, that's where I'm going. So I'll either try to hook up some lights and do it at night like a dummy, or I'll wait till tomorrow and do some more paint repair work attempts on the front end before I finally just throw the thing in a river or something. I don't know. Alright, so before I take care of the whole paint thing here, I do have one more thing that I have to get. I am really good at oversighting things, or undersighting, whichever that counts as. But I wanted to do one more thing right quick before I go out and get the things I need and start on that whole paint correction thing. But admittedly, yes, it is some little Chinese-made thing, but it's, you know, nothing big and super huge. But I just want to read to you a couple of the features, or all the features on it. There's 3 features to it, okay? And I'm going to tell you my favorite one last, okay? So, right here, what they are, by the way, I'll just go ahead and tell you, is some new valve stem caps. But they are decorative as well, so I'll show you what they are in a little bit. But right here, the features are, it only takes minutes onto tire valve stem, which is good because I hate when it takes forever to onto things. And then it's a set of valve stem caps to replace my OEM caps, which is also good because, you know, those boring old black plastic caps, just after a while, it's just like, you know, I need something a little bit more up there. But my favorite one is the first feature. Simple annetillation, which is good because I hate when things are hard to annetillate. I really hate when they're hard to annetillate, and especially when they're hard to annetillate and they're hard to onto. When they're hard to onto and they're not a simple annetillation, it makes for a really shitty time. But hey, there you go. But let me show you the valve stem caps that I have selected here. Yep. You can see them kind of, but I'll go ahead and take one out. It's like a little skull. Like little skulls. Now I'll admit they might clash a little bit with the whole red, white, and blue 4th of July thing going on my car, but honestly, I am just too impatient to wait. So let's go in and annetillate these things. I need to annetillate them right now, and it'll be all good. So, and this is right here. I'm just gonna make this a how-to on anettillating these things. I mean, and they ain't lying. It's simple. All you gotta do, take your old OEM valve stem caps, right? Screw them off like that. And then you gotta just take these and you gotta turn them clockwise just like this until they meet flush with the bottom, or close to the bottom in this case, of the valve stem. No, is it still going? Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's mostly on there. But voila, and there you go. That is the annetillation process. You just do that for all of them, and voila, you have annetillated your brand new valve stem tire caps. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to go do the other things, then I'm going to go do the paint thing. Alright, so I just remembered there was something I wanted to talk about in this vlog too. So I decided while I'm out, I'm on my way home now, but I just remembered, I wanted to talk about this mysterious rattle that I had when I first installed, I swear, let me get it right, annetillated. When I first annetillated my new Corsa exhaust though, for a while there, when I was just kind of driving around at cruising speeds, usually between, I think it was like 5th and 6th gear, it was either 4th and 5th or 5th and 6th, right around 6,000 RPM, it would rattle really bad. It would make a rattle noise, and I tried like tightening up the bolts a little bit more near the rear grommet hangers and everything else, still there, and nothing I tried really helped. I even tried kind of positioning the grommet hanger a little bit differently. It would just rattle. Couldn't figure out where it was coming from whatsoever. And then just one day it just miraculously just vanished, just stopped. It stopped happening, and it has not happened since. It's been like, what? It's been almost maybe half a month, yeah, maybe a little more since it stopped now. I never figured out what it is that did it. Maybe it was just some sort of break-in period that was necessary on this exhaust or something. I don't know, but if there's anyone out there that does know, do feel free to let me know, because my curious mind inquires as to what in the ever-living hell was rattling that could now just magically fix itself. What could it have been? Because I sure as shit do not know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that right quick. But now I'm gonna go and fix this bullshit paint issue. It better be fucking the last round, and I better win. That's all I gotta say about it. Now, I know I keep saying this, but I am definitely about to work on this paint issue. I have it mostly kind of scuffed back down and kind of almost feathered out from the last time. I've been working on it little bits and pieces here and there progressively to kind of get it feathered down and stuff. I know it looks fucking really, really bad, but that is not, and I'm not just saying this, that is not as bad as it actually looks like it is, because I can just hit that shit with polish and stuff, and the haziness will go away. So that's what's going to happen. Like, after I get it all painted, well, that's what's going to happen first. I'm going to get rid of the scuffiness after I get it all kind of back down to normal. Then I'm going to buff that out right there, get it nice and polished back out. Then I'm going to hit it with the paint. But if you're wondering about the sequence just then of me moving the Pathfinder, as you saw, yes, it does start. I got it to start up, and now I've got it out of its little nice little rut area here. So now my Challenger doesn't have to share this space anymore with that thing. Now, again, matter of fact, I love the 1995 or I love that style, body style Pathfinder. I've said it before in my other video, which I'll link right up here. But I've said it before, I do like those style ones. I would work on that one if I had the funds. I think I would probably work on it. But if I don't get the funds to do shit with it myself before someone else decides they want to buy it or something from me, then it's not, going to be a thing anymore. But it's got a lot of interior work to be done. Like, the whole headliners pretty much come loose. There's like a burned out spot in the back seat. I've said it before. You just watch the other video, it'll tell you everything about it. Yeah, that's basically that. I got it to start just by cranking the, like I said, just by charging the battery in it a little bit, and then it cranks right up. So, I mean, really there's no, as far as I know, as far as I've seen, there's no major outlying or, outlying issues with the engine. So, the engine is still in running condition, we'll put it that way. I mean, it doesn't have that many miles on it either. I think, oh God, I think it's got baby miles on it. Let me go check, and I will be right back with you with that information. It says 42,000 on the odometer. So there you go, 42,000 miles on a 1995 model Pathfinder. Anyway, now that I've got all my tools together, that was definitely tea and not whiskey. So I don't have to say anything about drinking responsibly, but I will always drink responsibly if you're drinking or consuming alcoholic beverages. Alright, so we are running out of daylight pretty fast now since it is in the evening hours, but I think we are making some real progress here. You can, well, right now you can't really see it at all, but you can barely see it even after it's dried, or at least you could on the previous coat. This right now is, what, about the third coat, or the third round of me airbrushing over the area. So with that said, there is still like a little bit of a visible, you know, the ring is still a little bit visible where I did have it bald of any paint. Didn't quite have it feathered down quite good enough, but I think just maybe one more coat or one more pass might actually make it pretty much invisible. So we're making a whole lot more progress than we previously had. And I think after it's all said and done, I get the clear coat on it and I polish it all down. I think it'll blend in pretty damn well. So I think we pretty much got this thing kicked right in the ass. So that is spectacular for a change. So we will see with the next coat where we stand. After that, we will apply the clear coat if it's good enough. Hopefully we'll finally be done with this whole chipped paint, made worse fiasco. And I made it a little bit worse, but at the same time, sometimes you just gotta broaden your work area, I guess. Alright, so yeah, as you guys were seeing, I kind of ran out of daylight before I could finish any filming. I haven't, at this particular moment, put on the top coat, but I'm about to, I think, go and do that. But either way, I'll show you all in the next vlog what the update is with the paint, how much better or worse it turned out. I think it's going to be better, though, judging by how it all has played out so far. But to be sure that you can get that video, get to see that video when it comes out, you can hit the little red subscribe button down there, and do not forget to hit the little dots down there as well. And under those dots will be notifications. Turn those on, and that will increase your chances. To increase your chances even more against YouTube's finicky system, you can subscribe to my social media, which is linked below as well. There's a Twitter and there's an Instagram. The Instagram, you get some seriously interesting pictures sometimes. So follow that, and you get news for when I go live with a video, as well as just whatever cool shit I see out there. So, or weird shit. There's weird shit too. But yeah, just follow that, and I will see you all in the passenger seat next ride.